I spent 25 hours attempting to unlock all the mastery badges for the entire deck of 2.9 Expo Cycle. When I started my stream, I literally had no idea how long this would take. My plan was to grind grand challenges to genuinely get really good at Expo 2.9 Cycle so that I could say that I actually mastered it by the time I unlocked the mastery badges in the game. But little did I know how long this was going to take. And so 20 minutes of grinding grand challenges later, I unlocked my first mastery badge. Look at that, first mastery already unlocked. I'm pretty much there already. I'm trying to get each card's mastery to its highest level, which is level 7. And every level I complete, the next one is harder than the last. So it took another 30 minutes of grinding grand challenges just to unlock level 2 mastery for my Expo and level 3 mastery for my Ice Spirit. Whew, we had to work hard, but we got 2 masteries for that one. Ice Spirit going up silver to bronze, sure. Expo, the man of the hour, going up to silver. Yay. I'd already made mastery progress on some of the cards in my deck, so almost 2 hours of grinding later, I had already completely finished the mastery for my skeletons. Oh my god, is this my first complete mastery? That's it, level 7. We've already done 1 out of 8. Unfortunately, that one was well ahead of the other ones, so... Skeletons were already mastered because they are easy to master, unlike Expo, which has extremely annoying masteries to complete, especially because you don't just play Expo as much as cards like Skeletons. While I was grinding grand challenges, even my own chat started doubting me. No way in hell you're getting a max mastery for every card here unless there's infinite elixir, in my opinion. 6 hours later, I wanted to give up. Grand challenges felt like they weren't doing anything for progression, and the masteries just felt too difficult. I felt like I'd failed the challenge, until one of my Twitch chatters proposed a more meticulous method. We can let you take both towers and then 3 crown us. Yeah, after this game, if you want to try and get into game with me to help me for the 1v1 showdowns, then sure. It felt illegal. I'd count from 10 in my chat, battle in 1v1 showdown, then chat would battle at the same time to match me. I would kill mass troops with my log and archers, then take all 3 towers with just Expo. And it seemed to be working great. Oh my god, we got log. Oh, that's it. Level 7. That's purple, baby. Logs complete. However, I didn't realize that the logs mastery actually went all the way up to level 10 with increasingly harder masteries. I also didn't realize that the Expo has this absolutely outrageous tower tapping mastery where the Expo has to hit the crown tower 28,000 times. So my chat recommended I take skeletons out of my deck and start playing E-Golem instead for more efficiency. You put in E-Golem so we get elixir faster? Screw it. This is fucking genius. Chat was spamming millions of E-Golems in one lane, which were farming my Tesla and Archer masteries extremely well. Oh my god, let's go, baby. Tesla going up to that final level. 1 more. Archers fully complete. There we go. That took a lot of grinding. But completing Archers was nothing compared to the sheer pain and suffering Log, Expo, and surprisingly Ice Spirit were going to require. So 12.5 hours in, I swapped Archers out for Fire Spirit now that the Archers mastery were complete. But soon after, my chat made a tremendous recommendation for accelerating the progress in which my cards get their masteries, whilst also keeping my cycle cheap. Swap Fire Spirit with Rage, it's very helpful for mastery. That is a very good point. Cycling Rage on my troops made them hit 35% faster for its duration every time I cycled one. But surprisingly, the next card I fully mastered wasn't one utilizing the Rage's effects. Is that Ice Golem fully mastered? Yes, let's go. But I still had 5 left. Fireball, Tesla, Ice Spirit, Expo, and Log, all of which are much harder masteries, so we needed a new system. So 14 hours in, my chat recommended a clip from a German streamer who was also farming masteries with his chat, and this is what it looked like. One lane I would spam E-Golems, and the other lane I would kill E-Golems with a champion. The champion will never die, so I can cycle in 3 cards instead of 4, and I keep cycling cards that I need to master into the incoming E-Golems lane. It was genius. I was grinding my masteries faster than ever. Expo was slowly making progress as well because I was taking both of chat's towers with it at the start of each game. And this slow progress meant I finally unlocked the final behemoth mastery level for Expo. Oh my god, new mastery, Pog, Expo, Tower Chipper, whatever it's called. Let's go. Okay, now it's time for the last Expo Tower Tapper tier. Yes. But this was just the start of the mastery unlocking rampage I went on. Log going up again? Damn. Okay. Oh my god. Log going up yet again. And that, my friends, is Tesla complete. Yes. There we go. Fireball done. It was all happy days until we were down to the final 3. Ice Spirit, Log, and Expo. Expo, I just had to 3 crown with it over and over. Log, I just needed to continue with what I was doing. But Ice Spirit was complicated. Ice Spirit mastery required the Ice Spirit to slow down 2,100 troops for its final mastery. So I needed my Ice Spirit to jump on as many units as possible over and over again without killing them. And after hours of pain trying to figure it out, this is what I came up with. All right, here's what you're gonna do. Minion Horde Mirror and Spirits to cycle, okay? Ice Spirit can jump on a lot of minions at a time, so combined with the quick cycle, this seemed like the best strat. But even once we optimized the best way to do it, I just wasn't cycling enough Ice Spirits, and half of them weren't even connecting to that many minions. Why don't I cycle Ice Spirits in this lane? I cycle everything else in the other lane. I want to try and get one more down. Shit. Half an hour later, we decided that guards might be better, not only because they are cheaper, but also we can clone them without killing them. And it was working so much better, but it was still gonna take forever to get the Ice Spirit mastered with this method. And that's when we decided to both use healers instead. We would spam a million healers at the bridge and they would fight forever while I would cycle Ice Spirits to jump on them all at once. I'm freezing a fuck ton each time. God, I love my life. And an hour later with this method, I finally completed the Ice Spirit mastery. Ooh. Damn! And just like that, mastery complete. Ice Spirit, yes, that's so rewarding. 21.5 hours in, it was now down to the final two, Expo and the log. I decided to focus on Expo first, and all was left was the tower tapping mastery. So I kept queuing up for 1v1 showdown and taking all 3 towers of my chat one by one over and over again. I did this for another 4 hours until it was finally done. Hours and hours, 20 plus hours at least. Yes. Oh my god. Mastery complete. Oh my god. Now it was just down to the log. The final mastery I had to complete was to push back 10 or more units with each log 300 times. So the strat was just to spam as many e-golems and skeleton armies as possible and keep cycling logs to hit them as frequently as possible. And within half an hour of focusing on this log mastery, it was finally all complete. It's done. The log completely mastered. Oh, and the game broke, of course. And to prove to you guys that I really did improve at Expo, here is some real proof that I did indeed master it. Come on. Come on! He's on the ropes. Push it out. Yes! Yes! I've still got it! I'm still a beast! Come on. Come on. That's it. Surely. Tell me Rocket doesn't do 600 damage! Still got it! Hey, it's Mighty Miner. He hasn't played that yet. Archer connected. That's a win, baby!